Ladies and gentlemen, let me invite you to take a deep breath and close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine the world around you fading away, and all that's left is the space between your thoughts, the place where everything begins, where intention is born. Now, let's talk about something real, something that touches the core of human connection, communication. Communication is not just the words we say, but the energy we put out, the vibrations we create. In this world of constant noise, there are moments when certain phrases from men may not be about the surface level meaning, but about what lies beneath. So let's dive into these 6 phrases. They're not just words, they are invitations to deeper connection, to intimacy, to understanding the unspoken. 1, I'm here for you. How many times have you heard this, but did you truly hear it? When a man says, I'm here for you, he's not just offering a hand in the moment of need. He's offering a promise to stand beside you in your most vulnerable, raw moments. There's an energy that accompanies this phrase, a call for trust, an invitation to let go of your guard and step into the unknown. If you listen closely, it's not just reassurance, it's a plea for deep connection. I've got this. This phrase can often sound like a simple declaration of competence, but there's so much more hidden within it. When he says, I've got this, it's not just about handling the situation. It's an energetic exchange. He's saying, let me carry this burden for you. It's an offering of space, of trust. He wants to step into the power of being the one to protect, to support. If you pay attention, you'll realize it's his way of showing care, not through grand gestures, but in moments where he can step into his strength for you. 3, you don't have to worry about that. You notice that when a man says, you don't have to worry about that, it's more than reassurance, it's an invitation to let go. When he offers this, it's a reminder to release the tension in your body, to surrender, and to allow yourself to trust that things are being taken care of. This isn't just a statement, it's a subtle shift in energy, one that invites you into a space of relaxation and faith in the moment. 4, I want to spend more time with you. There's an undeniable shift in the atmosphere when this phrase is spoken. It's not just an invitation to share space, it's a deeper plea to share energy, to create moments together that transcend the routine. I want to spend more time with you is not just about filling time, it's about creating experiences, a tapestry of shared memories. It speaks of desire for connection on a deeper level, not just in the physical realm, but in the emotional and spiritual spaces we inhabit together. 5, I don't know what I would do without you. This phrase, though seemingly vulnerable, carries so much more than dependence. It's an admission of the magnitude of your presence in his life. When he says this, it's not about insecurity or weakness. It's an acknowledgement of the energy you bring into his world. You are not just a person in his life, you are a force that shapes his experiences, his choices, his joy. And when he says, I don't know what I would do without you, he's honoring the space you occupy in his heart. 6, I'm not going anywhere. And this phrase is a promise, but it's also a deep-rooted truth that resonates through every fiber of his being. When he says, I'm not going anywhere, it's not about simply staying in the relationship. It's an energetic commitment to being present in both the calm and the chaos. He's laying down his foundation, offering his heart as a steady point in a constantly shifting world. It's a vow to withstand whatever comes, to build something real, something lasting. Each of these phrases holds an energy far beyond the literal words. They are gateways to understanding the invisible yet powerful forces that shape human connection. When you begin to listen not just with your ears, but with your heart, you start to notice the layers of intention beneath what is said. Connection is the essence of human experience. It's the invisible thread that binds us to each other, transcending the surface-level interactions we have. True connection isn't about the words spoken. It's about the energy that flows between individuals, the unspoken understanding that exists even in silence. It's an energy exchange that goes beyond physical proximity and into the realms of emotional and spiritual presence. In moments of genuine connection, time slows down and There's a feeling of being truly seen and heard, an alignment that occurs when two people resonate on the same frequency. When we experience connection, we find a sense of belonging, a sense that we are part of something greater than ourselves. It's in those moments that we feel most alive, as though the world has become more vibrant, more meaningful. Connection also goes deeper than just familiarity or shared experiences. It's a mutual recognition of each other's humanity, a realization that beyond the roles we play in life, we are all searching for understanding and love. This connection isn't limited to romantic relationships. It exists in friendships, familial bonds, and even in brief encounters with strangers. But when it's profound, it creates a space where both individuals can be vulnerable without fear of judgment. Connection fosters trust, allowing people to open up in ways they may not in other circumstances. In this space, there's freedom, the freedom to be oneself fully without the need for pretenses or masks. The beauty of connection lies in its subtlety. It can be a glance, a shared laugh, a moment of quiet togetherness. It is a reminder that at the core, we are all interconnected, even when we don't have the words to express it. It is a force that shapes relationships, deepens our understanding, and ultimately helps us navigate this complex, often chaotic world. Energy is the driving force behind everything we do, think, and feel. It is the unseen power that influences our actions, our words, and even the spaces we inhabit. Every interaction we have, whether it's with a loved one, a colleague, or a stranger, is an exchange of energy. This energy can be positive or negative, uplifting or draining, and it has the power to shape the outcome of any situation. The energy we bring into a room doesn't just affect us, it affects everyone around us. It's in the way we walk, speak, and even breathe. It's in the pauses between words, the subtleties of our body language, and the intentions behind our actions. When we are aligned with positive energy, we attract others who resonate with that same vibration. This creates a ripple effect, spreading out and influencing the environment we are in. People are naturally drawn to positive energy because it makes them feel safe, heard, and valued. In contrast, negative energy, even if unspoken, can create tension, anxiety, and discomfort. It's a silent language that communicates much more than words ever could. This is why it's so important to be aware of the energy we are putting out into the world. Energy isn't something we can always control, but we can certainly influence it through our thoughts, emotions, and intentions. We can direct the energy we project. When we shift our internal state, the external world often responds in kind. Our energy becomes a magnet, attracting experiences and people that reflect our inner state. It's not about being perfect or constantly positive, but about being mindful of the energy we carry and how it impacts the world around us. Each day offers a new opportunity to realign ourselves, to choose the energy we want to embody and share. Trust is the foundation upon which all meaningful relationships are built. It's the unspoken agreement that allows us to open ourselves up, to share our most vulnerable parts, and to believe that someone else will hold that trust with care and respect. Trust isn't something that can be rushed or forced. It takes time to cultivate, and it's fragile, easily broken by a single misstep. When trust is present, however, it's like an invisible thread that binds people together, allowing them to communicate openly, share experiences, and grow together in ways that wouldn't be possible without it. Trust allows us to feel safe, to be ourselves without fear of judgment, and to express our true thoughts and feelings. Building trust involves consistency, honesty, and reliability. It's in the small, everyday actions that reinforce the belief that we can depend on someone. It's not just about what we say, but how we act over time. Trust grows when promises are kept, when words align with actions, and when vulnerability is met with understanding rather than dismissal. It's a slow process, one that requires patience and a willingness to be transparent, even when it feels uncomfortable. Once trust is established, it creates a space where true connection can flourish. Without trust, we are left with uncertainty, guardedness, and doubt. It's the fear of betrayal or rejection that keeps us from fully opening up. But when trust is present, we feel supported, seen, and valued. It's in these moments that we can let go of our walls and step into a deeper, more authentic version of ourselves. Trust is a mutual exchange that requires both people to show up, to honor each other's boundaries, and to demonstrate that they are worthy of the Trust being offered vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in truth, it is one of the greatest sources of strength. To be vulnerable is to allow oneself to be seen, not just in moments of success or happiness, but in moments of fear, uncertainty, and imperfection. It's the willingness to show up as we truly are without the protective layers we often hide behind. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we give others the opportunity to connect with us on a deeper level. It's in this rawness that authentic connections are formed, connections that go beyond the surface and tap into the essence of who we are. Being vulnerable takes courage, as it means exposing our most intimate thoughts, feelings, and fears. It involves stepping into the unknown, trusting that the people we share these moments with will not judge us, but instead will meet us with compassion and understanding. In these moments, vulnerability can be transformative for both the person sharing and the person receiving. It opens the door to empathy, deepens relationships, and fosters a sense of closeness that is impossible to achieve when we stay guarded. It is important to recognize that vulnerability isn't about oversharing or seeking attention. It's about being honest with ourselves and others about what we need and what we're feeling. It's about letting go of the need for perfection and embracing the fact that we are all human with flaws and struggles. Vulnerability is not an invitation for others to take advantage of us, but rather an opportunity to create true intimacy, to let someone else into the most personal corners of our hearts and minds. It's in this space that trust grows, and in turn, connection deepens. Reassurance is one of the most powerful tools we have in our interactions with others. It's a way of offering comfort and stability in times of uncertainty, a way of communicating that everything will be okay. Reassurance is more than just empty words. It carries an energy of support, of steadiness, and of belief. When someone reassures us, they are not only providing a verbal promise, but they are also offering their presence and their confidence in our ability to handle what comes our way. It's an emotional anchor that helps us regain our balance when life feels overwhelming. When reassurance is given, it serves as a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. It reminds us that there is someone who sees us, who recognizes our challenges, and who believes in our strength to overcome them. This simple act of reassurance can calm anxiety, ease doubts, and restore a sense of peace. It's like a quiet whisper that says, "You've got this. You're not facing this alone." This reassurance can be incredibly healing, as it helps to break down the walls of fear and doubt that often hold us back from moving forward. However, reassurance is not just about words, it's about the energy behind those words. It's in the tone of voice, the body language, and the genuine intention behind the reassurance. When someone offers reassurance with authenticity, it resonates deeply. It lets us know that they are truly present, that they care about our well-being, and that they are willing to support us no matter what. This feeling of being supported creates a sense of safety and trust, which allows us to relax into the moment and let go of the tension that comes with uncertainty. Reassurance in its truest form is an invitation to believe in ourselves again. Presence is one of the most profound gifts we can offer another person. It's not just about being physically there in a room, it's about being mentally and emotionally attuned to the moment. When someone is truly present, they are fully engaged, offering their attention, energy, and awareness without distraction. This kind of presence creates an environment of safety and trust, allowing others to feel seen, heard, and understood in ways that words alone cannot capture. It's a silent yet powerful way of showing care, signaling to the other person that they matter, that they are worthy of time and focus. Presence involves deep listening, where we not only hear what the other person is saying, but also tune into their emotions, their body language, and the unspoken words. It's in these moments that true connection happens, when we offer our undivided attention and acknowledge the other person's experience without judgment. This type of presence is especially important in times of difficulty or vulnerability. When someone is struggling or feeling lost, simply being present with them can be incredibly healing. It's a way of saying, "I'm here with you, and you don't have to go through this alone." To be present also means being grounded in the moment. It requires us to put aside our own worries, distractions, and preoccupations in order to fully meet the other person where they are. It's about offering our energy in a way that is calm, steady, and unwavering, providing a sense of stability and reassurance. Presence isn't something that can be faked or rushed. It is felt deeply, not just through words, but through the energy we bring into the space. When someone offers their full presence, it can create a profound sense of connection that transcends the ordinary and touches something much deeper. Commitment is the act of choosing something or someone with full intention and dedication, knowing that the journey will involve both growth and challenges. It's not just about promises or plans, it's about the actions that follow, the consistency in showing up even when things are difficult. Commitment creates stability, providing a sense of security and confidence in relationships, goals, and responsibilities. It's an unwavering decision to remain engaged, to stay connected, and to put in the necessary effort over time, regardless of what may arise. Commitment is a form of investment in something greater than ourselves, whether that's a relationship, a dream, or a personal purpose. When commitment is present, it brings a sense of reliability and trust. People feel supported because they know that the commitment is not conditional. It's not dependent on mood or circumstance. It's the knowledge that someone is choosing to be there day after day, even in moments of uncertainty. This kind of dedication is rare, but when it's shown, it deepens bonds and builds a foundation that allows for growth and resilience. It allows both people to feel safe enough to be vulnerable, knowing that no matter what, they won't be abandoned. Commitment also requires sacrifice. It's the understanding that in order to build something meaningful, we sometimes have to let go of distractions, temptations, or other paths that might pull us away. It's about being willing to put in the hard work, to be patient with the process, and to understand that nothing of true value comes easily. Commitment isn't always easy. It requires resilience, consistency, and trust in the long-term vision. But when fully embraced, it has the power to create lasting change and bring about outcomes that are more profound than we could ever imagine when we first began. Desire is a force that shapes our intentions, drives our actions, and propels us forward in life. It is the spark that ignites the pursuit of our dreams, the internal compass that directs us toward what we believe will bring fulfillment, meaning, and purpose. Desire is not just about wanting something. It's about the energy and passion that fuel our motivation to attain it. It can be the quiet pull toward something deeply personal, or the bold, unrelenting drive toward a greater goal. Whatever form it takes, desire is the fuel that drives us to take risks, push beyond our limits, and challenge the status quo. At its core, desire is both a powerful motivator and a reflection of our deepest values and aspirations. It's a mirror that shows us what truly matters to us, what we're willing to fight for, and what will bring us a sense of fulfillment. When we feel a strong desire for something, it is often an indication of our need for growth, for change, or for connection. This longing is what compels us to reach for the next step, to strive for something beyond where we are right now. Desire can be transformative, pushing us to expand our limits and envision a future that aligns with our true potential. However, desire also requires discipline and focus. It's not enough to simply want something. We must be willing to take consistent action toward achieving it. Desire without direction can become fleeting, dissipating before it ever takes root. But when we align our desires with our actions, when we harness that energy and direct it with purpose, it becomes a catalyst for growth, change, and accomplishment. It's the driving force behind everything we do, from the smallest decisions to the most significant life choices. Trust is the foundation of all human relationships. It is the invisible thread that ties us together, creating a bond that goes beyond surface-level interactions. Without trust, we cannot feel safe enough to be vulnerable, and without vulnerability, true connection is impossible. Trust allows us to open ourselves up, to show our true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. It's in the moments when we lean on someone, knowing they will be there, that trust becomes palpable. It's the quiet confidence that allows us to share our hopes, dreams, and fears, knowing they will be held with care and respect. When trust is present, it creates a space for mutual understanding and growth. It allows us to rely on others in ways that deepen our relationships, strengthening them over time. Trust builds resilience, creating a safe place where we can face challenges together, knowing that we are not alone. It's the certainty that even when difficulties arise, the connection we share will remain intact. However, trust is not something that is given lightly. It is earned, built over time through consistency, honesty, and vulnerability. Each time we show up for someone, each time we honor our word, we contribute to the foundation of trust. But trust is fragile. It can be broken in an instant, and once it is broken, it can take time to rebuild. The more deeply trust is rooted, the harder it is to repair when damaged. When we are trusted, we have a responsibility to honor that trust with integrity. This is why trust is so sacred. It's not just about believing in someone's promises, but about believing in their ability to act in ways that align with their words. When trust is present, relationships can flourish, creating deep, meaningful connections that stand the test of time. Presence is a rare and powerful gift we can offer to others. It's more than just showing up in a physical space. It's about being fully engaged, mentally and emotionally available in the moment. True presence requires us to set aside distractions and be completely attentive to the person in front of us. It's about giving our undivided attention, listening deeply, and responding with sincerity. In a world full of noise and constant movement, presence creates an oasis of connection where individuals can feel seen, heard, and understood. It's the ability to hold space for someone without judgment, offering not just our time, but our energy, focus, and heart. When we are present, we are offering more than just our physical attention. We are offering our energy, our conscious awareness. This allows us to be attuned to the emotions, needs, and unspoken words of the person we are with. True presence is not only about hearing the words someone speaks, but also understanding the emotions behind those words. It is in the pauses, the subtle shifts in tone, and the body language that we pick up on what someone may not be saying directly. When we offer this level of presence, it invites trust, it builds intimacy, and it strengthens the connection between people. Presence also involves being free from judgment and expectation. It's about creating a safe space where the other person feels comfortable sharing their true self without fear of criticism. It allows for vulnerability and authenticity to emerge, fostering a deeper, more meaningful bond. When someone is fully present with us, it creates a feeling of being valued, of mattering, which can be incredibly healing. This level of attention and care is not common, but when given, it has the power to transform relationships and deepen the sense of connection between individuals.